Hey guys, if you're interested in the topic of I know black, I'm Dominican, please stop strolling. So this topic has been all over TikTok and it has been a thing. And now I notice that it's a bigger issue than what it is, right? And I'm super interested in it because I'm Dominican and Morenita. So it just makes sense for me to talk about it, right? I am going to tag one of my girls that's always talking about it down below because she be dropping some knowledge. But recently I noticed that this topic is actually bigger than I'm no black, I'm Dominican. So one of my videos on Instagram went viral and it's about Latina mom washing her panties, showing her daughter how to wash her panties by hand. And if you guys are interested, go watch it. Like, it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny and it's pretty on point. So I didn't think nothing of it. All these comments are coming in from women, black women, white women, women from all over the place, right? There's one comment stood out to me. And basically the girl was like, black girls don't wash their panties by hand. That's a Caribbean thing, right? So of course, people were chiming in, going back and forth, defending their upbringings. So then I noticed at the end, she wrote a comment and she was like, Black American women, I don't like y'all. This is a Caribbean thing or whatever. And I was like, oh my God. So I'm like, is this controversy also going on with all the other cultures? Because I do hear these comments and these conversations of, I'm not black, I'm Jamaican. I'm not black, I'm Trini. I'm not black, I'm whatever it is, right? So I need to know how people feel about it, especially my people that are not black Americans. Like, how do you feel about that topic? Let me know in the comments because I think we need to talk about it.
But we know many of the Hispanics, when you look at the paperwork, they come here and identify as white Hispanics. So when you silly Negroes think you teaching me a history lesson, telling me, well, Vicky, Hispanics got black blood. Slowness. If you don't get your funny looking self out of my face, out of my DMs and my comments, like you enlightening me, you don't need to be telling me that.
And you know what? She's right. Because you have some black folks who keep saying that they're mixed with black as if it means anything. It means absolutely nothing whatsoever. Because the culture in itself is still anti-black. I don't know why you can't decipher this. I don't know why you can't put that aside and see that it means absolutely nothing to them. Because if they cared about that, the fact that they're mixed with black, they would not discriminate against you. They would have been united with you a long time ago. So that holds no weight whatsoever. The fact that they're mixed with black means nothing.
You need to be telling them that, because since that's the truth, why is it on their paperwork they keep saying they white Hispanics? I'm reminding them, funny looking self. Well, Vicky, they got black blood. Slowness, who you talking to? Like you enlightening me on something I didn't know. If we really that, why don't y'all have our backs like you should?
So Latin America has a pattern of making things disappear. For example, during the Argentinian dictatorship, over 30,000 people disappeared, and the government was like, I don't know what happened to those kids. And the same thing with El Salvador, Guatemala, Mexico. We have a culture of making things disappear. The reason I'm saying this is because it's very similar to what they have done to Afro-Latino culture as well as indigenous cultures. Of course, in Latin America, everybody has this concept that everybody is mixed, right? And, with indigenous. But do you actually know the indigenous tribes? Because there were different tribes besides the Mexica, besides the Incas within those tribes. Most of us don't even know the languages. And those who are still indigenous till this day are being repressed and oppressed by the governments they live in. The same thing with Afro-Latino culture. We all know that music and a lot of the most popular things in culture come from Afro-Latinos, but yet you don't actually see it in history books.
And I'm not saying calling me or any other black person in Latin America morena, moreno, negrita, negrito is a bad thing. It's not. But you can also call them negro, negro. It's not offensive. It's all about the context and how you use those words.
People have changed their name just out of survival. In the Dominican Republic, a lot of Haitian boys that are there that are under the age of 16 have to change their name to a Hispanic name. Being a Haitian in Dominican Republic right now, it's not easy, it's not safe. Being Afro-Latinx, that also is not represented at all in the Latinx community, whether it's here in the States or abroad. I got told today that I'm the first dark-skinned Panamanian that they met, and I'm like, you don't know Panama. That's why representation matters, because if I don't do it for myself, my little sister's not going to do it, or my older brother's not going to do it in the spaces that they're in, and so on and so forth. So I've gone to countries.
If you can see that I'm visibly a black person, why are you asking me that I'm black, right? I'm visibly a black person. When I tell you that I'm not black, it's because I want you to understand that I'm not black American. I'm Dominican.
So you heard what she said. You've heard what she said. She said she's not American black, which means she does not want to identify with black people in the Americas. Why? Because they look down upon you. They are told things by their people and their family members which are negative towards you. That's why these Latinos, even if they are mixed with black, they still don't want to consider themselves part of black American culture, because they view it as something that's not positive because of all of the negative rhetoric they've been told by their family and their friends. So they take that thing offensive. If you call a Latino person black, they take offense to that. You know, they view it as you trying to put them down.
Okay? Don't erase my Dominican identity by calling me black, which to me, honestly, is stupid. Saying that you're black does not erase your Dominican identity. Blackness is not limited to the United States of America. Black people exist globally. And people will argue with that too. No, because if somebody's Jamaican, they say they're Jamaican. Somebody's from Ghana, they're going to say they're Ghanaian, or they're going to say they're Kenyan. But I've never met a Kenyan person to tell me, no, I'm not black. They're able to tell you, I own my blackness, I'm proud of my blackness, and yes, I'm Kenyan. That is my national identity. That's my ethnicity, my heritage.
When I speak to other Latinos who were born and raised in the States and they're shocked that there's black people in Latin America, I'd be so confused. But then again, can we blame those people? Because the media only shows a different type of Latinos that don't look nothing like me. And they, for some reason, refuse to show people like me in the freaking media. And I'm not saying just sprinkle a little representation here and there. It has to be a constant thing, and it has to be a conversation that we all should have so we can educate other people, other generations, older and younger, so they can know about Afro-Latinos. And understanding the diversity that exists in the Latino culture, because a lot of Hispanic and Latino people do not know this.